We're back with Mr. Freeman, of course. A sort of critique on Russian society, I believe, is what the whole how the whole channel got started. Of course, Mr. Freeman. This is the second video on the channel, Mr. Freeman. The videos are kind of mixed up. I don't know if I'm going in order here. I'm trying to go in order of 01, 02, and then on, which is how these are laid out. This is 03, of course, because I watched the first three last time. I think they're the first three because they weren't put in order. Like, it goes from 00 to then, like, 60, and then, like, there's, like, clips, and there's, like, a whole bunch of shit. I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure if I'm in the right, like, sequence, but nonetheless, let's not talk anymore, man. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day today. Hopefully you guys are willing and ready and sort of curious, I guess. And that you guys want to, question society a little bit. Think about some stuff in society a little bit. This one's about prostitutes, I think. I seen the bio. So.
Hey, do you like prostitutes, friend?
Personally,
I
never
totally love
experienced.
them. After all, it's the oldest profession on earth. Hookers have a lot in common with politicians, journalists, and actors, all of whom can either be artists or poseurs, turning cheap, dirty tricks or answering a true calling. It's easy to say that women who, voluntarily or not, got into this craziness are weak, stupid, and spineless sluts. But are they not just satisfying demand?
That's what I'm saying.
We all know that without
Not
them,
wrong.
some would go bonkers from loneliness, fear, frustration, and all kinds of complexes. I say, without a smidgen of irony, most of these women who, by whatever twist of fate, became professional satisfiers of pathetic male fantasies are far more decent and fair than their despicable clientele. I totally
To be
get guys
honest-
who say sex with hookers is the purest, most honest kind of sex anyone can ever have, while a free-of-charge quickie can cost so much more, leaving behind such a residue of shame and cynicism for all involved that no matter how hard you try to...
He said a quickie. To be honest, he's not wrong, though. I mean, the real motherfuckers we should be after. But, I mean, there's never going to be enough people for everybody, right? Like, there's not enough. Like, there's just going to be... How true is that? There's just going to be somebody out there that is not going to get none? Ain't it pretty balanced out? It's pretty 50-50 out here in the world. I don't think it's exactly 50-50. Like, sure, there's going to be either more men or women. But, like, there's no way motherfuckers ain't, like, how are motherfuckers really struggling to have sex that hard? Like, bro, like, is it really that hard? I don't think it should be that hard. I mean, I know motherfuckers is lonely, but you got, like, porn. You could also just go get you, like, a sex doll or something. I don't fucking know what you're gonna do. Like, prostitution, though, that to pay. Like, it ain't for me, cousin. Like, I wouldn't want to pay. But I totally understand that that's a thing. Oh, I don't know. I personally don't like it that much. Like, I don't think... If men aren't doing it, I don't think women should be doing it either. Like, I don't get it. Why is it that only women are doing it, right? It's just something weird there about that to me. That it's only women that do it. That it's only pathetic men that would be the customers. It's so stupid. Is there ever a way to fix that? For men to not just be such lonely, horny little fucking losers. Like, where did we go wrong in society? Where? Why? Like, those are people. Like, but it's also just like, well, they consent. They, you're getting payment. That's how there's demand. They are, there is demand for hookers. There's motherfuckers out here that need them hookers because they're just lonely as fuck and they need to fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I can't give you a direct, straight up answer on how I would feel about it, right? Because of course, let them be out there, right? Like I'm not saying like don't let them be out there, like, but I'm saying like, what could we do to stop the clients? Like, what could we do to stop men from being such fucking losers? What could we really fucking do? Because I think that's how you would answer that fucking problem. It's not the women. Like, he's right. It's the men. It's 100% what it is. It's just why are we so fucking, man? it's so entrenched deep into this fucking shit. It's so entrenched deep into society that men are losers like that, man.
You can never wash it
How
off.
could you possibly?
And so I ask you, is there anything new that can be said about this storied topic of old? Not a goddamn thing. We can only shrug our shoulders. Or as we walk along the streets watching 13 and 14-year-old girls hop into random cars, we can be dumbfounded again and again from the sheer inconceivability of this scene. Or am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Oh, and what's this monument? It's to an unknown, it says it's for an unknown hooker. What the? Well, why the hell not? For the boys who go missing in action in senseless wars, they build entire parks as memorials. Isn't this also a battlefield? Isn't the world of prostitution one big slaughterhouse? Of course it's naive to think that fantasies about Prince Charming will soon stop turning the heads of girls dreaming of rom-com lives, where a handsome man in a fancy car sweeps them off their feet and puts a ring right on their finger. Let the prudes grind their perfect teeth to dust right now, 'cause baby, this bronze beauty is gonna stand somewhere along Fifth Avenue or the Champs-Élysées, some glorious main street of our cities. I command it. A giant woman in a provocatively short dress, rain or shine, an eyesore eternally waving horny men down, forcing every passerby to engage their brains and decide for themselves, what do they think of it? And what's this monument? It's in honor of the noble hooker. An actual prostitute monument? What for? What for? Because they're good looking, of course.
Holy shit, that's a statement. That's a statement. So they're saying, well, is he talking about hookers that die? Is that like an actual problem? Well, that's how you know I'm out of the loop. That's how you know I don't really keep up with that shit. I think I've heard something like that though, right? Like they go through some serious like risks when doing that. Of course, you know, some clientele they might be, you know, some very odd types. There might be some very weird men, some very odd men, with some bad intentions sometimes, right? That I unabashedly support. Need to get more love. I don't think it's about them getting like. I don't know. It's not them. They don't want fucking. They're just like he said. They're just providing the supply for a demand, and to think of it as supply, that even feels weird to say. But on to part 4. What's this one about? So what are you munching on there? Oh, I thought it was potted meat for sure. All right, then take a little break from your meal. Let's play make believe. Imagine that you're a rich manufacturer. Okay.
Hi there. There are a lot of you. What are you munching on over there? Ah, I thought it was potted meat for sure. All right then.
Take a little break from your meal.
And let's play make-believe. Imagine that you're a rich manufacturer, transporting spices and brocade fabric by ship. Long voyage, comfy cabin, vast sea, beautiful. But one fine day, rats under the deck start crapping in your spices and gnawing on your precious fabric. What are you gonna do to get rid of these wretched pests? Simple. You put 5 rats in one barrel, lock them in there together for a couple of weeks until the only thing left in the barrel is one single rat who gobbled up his brothers when he got hungry. Now we have a what? Right, we have a cannibal. Somebody that out of all possible meals prefers what? Right, the meat of his own species. Now you release him in the hold and... True genius is so simple. Hamsters, wolves, and some cats eat their newborns, and for them, this behavior is completely normal. Adorable little lemmings falling to their deaths when there isn't enough food to go around is also normal, right? To say nothing of the fact that meat from one of your own species digests far better than any other food, thanks to the similarities in protein and salt compositions of the victim and the eater. By the way, cannibalism as a cultural phenomenon has never disappeared from our little planet. We're all aware of its religious and sexual forms, but it's a rather exotic topic for curious people and field experts. Yet we, the genuine humanists, dismiss their absurd narrow-mindedness and fickle moral qualms because we are much more focused on the economic dimension. You better listen up.
The biggest problem faced by humankind is not global warming, but overpopulation and famine. In the last 50 years, the total number of people who were born and died equals the births and deaths in all the rest of human history.
In other words, we're getting a bit too many.
You get what I mean? The terrible day is coming when all wimps are going to learn.
What do you do about that then?
Are our own food. In
They're
underdeveloped
trying to make a claim that we're gonna run out of fucking food and then we're just gonna start eating each other and there's gonna be a cannibalism crisis? Is that what you're trying to say, my guy? I don't think so. I don't know though, but there is the minerals and the nutrients and the shit to make us very healthy and strong. All the shit that we need, it's being leached off the topsoil, whatever. Nutrients are getting fucked up from our crops and the soil, and it's just getting shittier and shittier and shittier because of our bad farming practices or whatever. So, I mean, motherfuckers might just be really weak. I'm not gonna hold you. We're gonna be out here looking like aliens soon. I think Joe Rogan was right. I think we are gonna be built like aliens. We're just gonna have really big fucking heads and really small bodies. Because we're just gonna be like malnourished. We're gonna be like dumb motherfuckers in North Korea. And God, it feels very disrespectful to say that because those are not the leaders. Like, those are not the bad people in North Korea. I'm talking about the actual people who are actually suffering and malnourished. So they're like, the dudes are like, what, 5'3" on average? Like, really short. And yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Like, hopefully it doesn't get to that point, right? And hopefully we can get those motherfuckers out, man. Like, to know that something like that is happening, it really calls for a hero. You know, it really makes me want to go out there and do something, but then I realize I can't. You know? But then I'm like, bro, where's the heroes at, right? Where's Batman when you need him? Where is he?
societies, the cannibalism will happen randomly on the principle of who can I catch. Pretty much the same as how they mate. But for civilized societies, it should and certainly will be a more industrial process. Just imagine farms, spacious and well-lit, where in comfortable stalls utilizing the latest technology they breed select two-legged livestock. You know, the animals who permit themselves to become food end up as the winners in the mortal interspecies battle for control over the planet. Did you know that? How many tigers on Earth? Not very many. Lions? How about bears? Very few. But now riddle me this. How many cows live on Earth? There are billions of them. Understand? Now listen up. Has it ever occurred to you to wonder who might have already started the process of turning us into livestock? Physiological and sociological conditioning is already happening. Just look at this. Cultivation of stem cells is one. Use of serum from abortive material in medicine, second. Popular movies about the living dead devouring human flesh, 3. Laws about euthanasia, 4. Shawarma or gyros made from who knows what sold on every corner, 5. Do you even know what that stuff is? There's no need to be scared of this bright future. No crisis will menace us ever again. The vegans and the tree huggers will be downright giddy. Nobody will harm their beloved animals anymore. Although, maybe those vegans and greenies will go into the very first batch of universal protein ration. Huh? Give it a think.
Protein ration? No. Gym goers are pissed. Gym goers are pissed. You're telling them, no, you're telling them protein ration? No. And I'm a gym goer. I'm talking about gym goers are pissed like if I'm not involved. Like if I'm not a part of that, man. Come on. Oh my god. I feel like stomping my feet. I feel like quaking in my boots. I don't think they're saying we are livestock in the same way that cows or chickens are. I'm pretty sure they're more or less using it as an analogy for our jobs. We are more or less food for the system we live in, where the energy keeping it alive might have interpreted it wrong, but that's what makes theories fun. If you're a foreign viewer, don't misunderstand the idea what Mr. Freeman is willing to say. He uses cannibalism to dilute the main idea in his video. What might come to be in his message is the brainless consummation and indifference. Imagine normalizing taking advantage of another person for your own personal gain and convincing them that the shitty life they live is the best life they'll live. 224 is not about eating, is it? The perfect algorithm for working a job in a way. Fits in line with the whole not your rules message. So of course a lot of these videos are going to be an allegory.
Two-legged livestock.
I was generally concerned that maybe this was like trying to say like, hey, we might actually run out of food and we might actually start cannibalizing each other. Which I don't think anybody says that. I don't think I've heard anybody say that. So I should have known that maybe that's
technology they bring.
I think it makes more sense, at least to us, that analogy of it being just about, you know, fucking being a cog in the machine, okay? Being in the rat race. That's what it means, right? And being just a cannon fodder. Part 5, let's see what this is about.
My wonderful friends, fine citizens from free democratic countries everywhere.
Are we really democratic? I mean, this is monopoly capitalism. The Frankfurt School, that motherfucker, what was his name? it started with an M. Man, I forgot his name. He would say that this is a very, very tricky, hidden, authoritarian state, right? Because the capitalism is so good at covering its tracks and stopping any type of revolution, stopping any type of change. It works. It's like smart. It's intelligent. It's like an intelligent system, bruh. It works to stop any type of change. You're not getting any type of change done because it's like a self-perpetuating system. I can't even get too deep into it. I can't.
The greatest
It's 11:50 p.m. I can't get too deep into that, man.
and best-known long-lived viral advertisement of them all. I would like to wish all of you an extremely joyous new year. What do you keep looking at? Oh, message. This past year was as big as it could be, very eventful, full of all the things, happiness and misery, things found and things lost. Everyone did their own stuff, got something, gave away something. Somebody lost a wallet, somebody found it. Somebody got robbed, while somebody made a fortune. Some people tallied up votes, others pumped oil. All of these small, controversial, heroic deeds make up the life of a great country, our beloved homeland. Its heartbeat consists of the actions of each and every one of us, and I know in the future we'll withstand every test the world wants to throw at us, yet again proving our right for a special place in history. In fact, we've all been working on it pretty hard already. Some too hard, really. You guys are shouting so darn much that you've completely stopped using your heads at all. I say the words jerk off, and you think the only thing I'm talking about is jerking off. I talk about prostitution, and you think the only thing I'm referring to is actual hookers. I talk about eating one another, and all you see is cannibalism. Are you really that stupid? Are you really that stupid? Are you really that stupid? But the state got exactly what I meant, because it listened and was frightened. And then certain governmental
No. On that first video, I genuinely thought it was about jerking off. No. No, so what does it mean? Somebody help me out here. I'm still waiting for Mr. Freeman. I think he got offered a deal from the government after this episode. Keep watching this until I actually listen and understand. I'm really that stupid. You feel that.
organizations dropped some very strong hints as to where my place was.
What?
And then certain governmental organizations dropped some very strong hints as to where my place was.
Oh my God,
Well,
have
my
to do
dear
about the
friends, thanks for shouting. I'm not sure if I shall have the pleasure of seeing you in the new year, but I do want to appeal to every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. Go deeper than just thinking about it. Make a sincere and conscious decision. Are you ready to journey with me further? And so,
to action.
happy 2000 whatever, my friends.
It's a call to action if I've ever seen one. Dog, I need to watch that. What? Curse exactly about the goats. What? So it's not about jerking off and it's not about what? Wait. What episode was that? That was a 01, right? 01, and it's actually about... What did you say? Shit. Not the right one. It's this one.
Leaders of planet Earth, if you have the choice to be a leader and host in another season of Eat Shit Filled in Jails, did you keep telling us how our economies were growing as you lined your pockets at the expense of massive inequality, and you finally decided to fight the madness? Was it really too much to ask that people practice civil obedience?
Where was it about jerking off? What? Which one did I watch about jerking off? What the fuck? This one was about the wolf. Didn't I just watch part 3 right now? This is about prostitution. This is about... Oh. Wait, which one did I just watch? Part 05. Yeah. What? I'm confused. What? I remember one that was about jerking off. I think it was the very first one, actually. Yeah, it was the very first one. I don't know what it was about, man. Mr. Freeman. What can I say? Analogies, some of that shit is actually just going to go over my head, and that upsets me, right? Let me know what you guys caught on that. Like, if you guys, if I didn't catch something about what he was referring to there with the analogies. I think it was episode 00 where he was talking about jerking off. Okay, hold on, wait. Just for curiosity. I need to know what the comments were saying, because I actually thought it was just about jerking off.
So here you are. You've laid your fears and doubts. Precious internet. So here I am, right here, and I realize it's a chance. Internet addiction and mobile slavery. And anything that's actually out. Polypropylene. Could you give away your cell phone to...
Gotta be. I think it was a good reason was like some more fitting. Nevertheless, I'm glad I'm not able to finally understand these clips. That was deep. I want to see other people's reaction when they comments talking about the voice. 10% of Russian. That's better. Son of a bitch, man. I think this is the one. I think this is the one about jerking off. I don't get what the analogy is, though. He's saying, are you that stupid? In episode 5, he's saying, are you that stupid to think that it was actually about jerking off? And of course, I mean, I kind of knew what it was, but I don't know what it is. I don't remember exactly what it was referring to. I don't know if I did then. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch it, but I'm done, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want me to react to next. Leave a comment down below, whatever. Tell me that I am stupid. Tell me that I am handsome. I don't know. Whatever you want to tell me, go ahead and tell me. And I will catch you in the next one. Yes.